I'm State Representative Paul Graves. This week's legislative update is about education, the top issue facing the legislature this year, and the issue our state constitution says is our paramount duty. Last week, both parties in the Senate released their education funding plans. Those plans serve as the opening of a conversation we'll have this year on the best approaches to fully funding and reforming our education system so that every child in the state has the tools to be successful. The Republicans and Democrats have different proposals, but they both agree that new teachers in Washington state deserve a raise. Study after study suggests that the most important factor in student success is the quality of the teacher at the front of the classroom. So recruiting high-performing teachers is consequently critical. It's great to see the parties start off in agreement on the need to treat and pay teachers like the professionals they are. And several parts of the Senate Republican plan are, in my view, quite good. It calls for a significant increases in funding for students who are learning English. It allocates more money for students with special needs. And for the first time in our state history, it specifically provides funds for students who are homeless. And those are great steps to help the most vulnerable children in Washington state. The Senate Republican plan also addresses the state Supreme Court's McCleary decision, which held that the state relies too heavily on local levies to fund basic education. The Senate Republican plan reduces that reliance, gives school districts more control over how their dollars are spent so they can target their programs to the students and families they serve, and it sets high standards and accountability. We have a good start, but much work is to be done, including for the House of Representatives to come forward with a plan of its own. I'll continue studying all the plans and fighting to make sure every student in Washington can be successful. And as I do, I really want to represent you. I've already received hundreds of calls and emails from families and students and teachers discussing their personal stories of the schools in East King County. And if you've contacted me, thank you very much. If you haven't, feel free to call or write or email. Every story I hear helps me understand the best way to fight for you and to fight for every student in the state. And as always, thank you for the opportunity to serve as your state representative.